hat. It's wrapped in my favorite color. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode. My name is Andrew Noble, the host of the channel, and today is going to be a really cool day. We have the brand new 2024 GR Corolla here, obviously tastefully modified by SC Motorsports. SC Motorsports let me take this car for the day, and I'm so thankful for that. Thank you guys over at SC Motorsports. I appreciate you guys for letting me take this car for the day and really showcase what you can do with the 2024 GR Corolla. Now, let's talk about the mods real quick. This particular GR Corolla is on air ride suspension. It also has an MBRP exhaust on it, which makes this 1.6 liter turbo 3-cylinder engine sound really good for a 3-cylinder. I'm from a time where you could only get 300 horsepower out of an American muscle V8, but now you can get 300 horsepower out of a 1.6 liter 3-cylinder engine. Now the GR Corolla is also turbocharged. This particular car has an aftermarket blow-off valve, which during our drive I will let you hear, and it sounds really good. So putting the exhaust and that blow-off valve together, this car sounds good. Also, this particular GR Corolla is wrapped in my favorite color, Sunfire Orange, and I think that orange really sets this car off. Driving it down the road, you feel like all eyes are on you. In fact, I did get a chance to take this car when I drove it from SC Motorsports to my house, and yeah, it got a lot of attention on the road, and it's really cool. Let's take a quick walk around of the car and we'll talk about some of the things that comes from the factory from Toyota on the GR Corolla. But I want to dive deep into this car, show you guys the engine, show you guys the interior, and just talk about everything that comes stock with the car, and then we'll talk about the mods. Let's start up here at the front of this 1.6 liter turbo 3-cylinder engine that you get in the GR Corolla. Looks really cool. You got some red up there, and you obviously have the turbo GR. Some things that look really easy to modify. It looks like this cold air intake is probably pretty easy to modify, but of course we live in California and that might be difficult to do. This engine puts out 300 horsepower and 275 foot-pounds of torque, letting this little mini go-kart go from 0 to 60 in just under 5 seconds at 4.9 seconds. So for it being a 3-cylinder car, this thing is pretty quick. Let's do a walk around of the GR Corolla. The front end does look really aggressive. I like how big they make that front grille. You got the GR badging also up here on the grille. Coming around to the side, this one sits really good. As you see, it's aired out, sitting on the ground, all the way down to the ground. Also, the stock wheels that come on the GR Corolla are pretty cool. They are 18-inch alloy wheels in this black. I like all the spokes on there. Definitely looks like an aftermarket wheel. Now you also get the red calipers with that GR badging on there. Coming around the side vents. These side vents here, I believe are actually functional. I'm gonna stick my finger in there just to tell, and yeah, that vent goes all the way inside to the inside of the engine bay. GR badging here on the side. Now coming down, you actually get this cool GR4 badge here on the side skirts, which signifies that it is an all-wheel drive car. Again, in this orange, man, that orange really does set it off. Now the GR Corolla is a hatchback car, so coming around the back, as you can see, it is a hatchback. Now it comes in a few different trims. I believe there's 3 trims on the car in the GR Corolla, and in stock form I think it has 3 exhaust pipes in the back here, but as you can see, I've already talked about this particular one already has a center exit exhaust by MBRP with that burnt blue color, and it comes out the center, and that looks really good. I'm definitely gonna let you hear the car. I'll give it a few revs so you guys can hear it as well. Coming around the back side, let's open up this hatch so you guys can see how much room you actually have back here. As you can see, plenty of room back here for that day out on the course. You can definitely fit your golf bag back here, or if you're taking it on a long trip, it will hold all of your luggage and everything back here. Lots of room for activities. Coming around the other side here, let's take a look at this back seat and see how big the back seat actually is. You have plenty of room back here for a grown adult to sit, making the GR Corolla a functional family car. Obviously, you can put a car seat back here. The rear seat seat has 3 seat belts, and again, plenty of room for a family car. Having a look at the front seat over here, manual transmission. Probably my favorite part of the car is a manual transmission. These front seats are also really nice and bolstered and have the GR logo placed up in the headrest there. Really cool. Cool looking interior for the GR Corolla. This particular one, it already has the weather floor mats in here, not allowing weather to get on the inside of the car. Really cool feature. And again, having a look at this front end, probably my favorite angle of the car right here, the front end in the orange. Really cool. The camera is not doing this orange any justice because it really has a Sunfire look. And if you look deep into it, it's kind of a pearly color as well. You can see the lights in my garage shine off that, and it looks really good. Let's get in the front seat, shall we? So you guys can see everything from the driver's perspective. Really, really cool. You get a large screen here. And again, this is a manual car. The shift lever here has a GR badging. It has 6 gears and of course the reverse up there. This is your driver's mode here. You push that into track and it allows for you to adjust for the front and rear wheel ratio, so you can have more of that 300 horsepower to the rear wheels or the front wheels depending on your track conditions. You get a really nice sport steering wheel here with all of your buttons at your fingertips. You have your push to talk, your telephone buttons, and obviously to get into your infotainment center and in your menu system of the car. And then you have your cruise control, your lane assist, and all your other buttons over here on the other side. Here's a quick look from the cockpit of the GR Corolla. When we take this out for a drive, I will definitely get you a point of view so you can see what it's like to actually drive this car from a point of view perspective. Let's start this car and give it a few revs so you guys can hear this aftermarket exhaust and hear this turbo 3-cylinder engine. Just like something out of the original Fast and Furious movie. Am I right? Am I right? It sounds so good. I want you guys to see this thing air up as well. Set you guys down right there. How cool is that, you guys? Wow, I really love the way that this thing sits. Man, that looks so cool. How about we take this thing out for a drive, shall we? On this new GR Corolla is it's pretty quick. It's got some pep to it. This 1.6 liter turbo engine really does feel like a go-kart. I come from a generation of modifying cars from yesteryear, early 2000s, 1999 to 2005, and in order to get 300 horsepower out of an engine, you needed a V8. This 1.6 liter 3-cylinder engine really does have some pep to it, so that's pretty cool. Also, this aftermarket blow-off valve, I'll let you hear it in just a second. It sounds really cool. I don't really drive turbo cars very often, and hearing that blow-off valve when you go to shift, it's a really cool sound, just that psh, psh sound. It's awesome. It gives you a feeling of a true go-kart. Let's have a go from the stop right here and let you guys hear that blow-off valve. Here we go. Wow, that's really cool. And it definitely has some get up and go. Wow, man, I really do miss driving a manual transmission though. I do kind of wish it had a little bit more burbles on that downshift, but it's okay. I'm sure an aftermarket tune can take care of that. Here we go from the stop again. Yeah. Oh, gotta love it. Got to love it. The all-wheel drive, you can definitely feel the fact that you are planted to the ground, and you can definitely tell that you're in an all-wheel drive car. It just feels so planted and so good as you're driving it. Let's give it a little rev real quick. Ooh, hear that blow-off valve on the rev. It does sound really good. The clutch also feels really light. I know driving a clutch in traffic tends to be difficult, but it feels light on the foot. I don't think there would be a whole lot of issues driving this car in heavy traffic. Let's go. Oh, did you hear that? There is a pop. There is a little pop there. See if I can get it to do it again. like I'm in Fast and the Furious with that blow-off valve sound. Man, it really does sound good. I'm a happy little kid in this car. It really takes me back to the day back when, you know, with all the Honda Civics and all that old school stuff that, you know, came from my time, that Fast and the Furious time, and this is a blast to drive. Based on this car is 36,000 MSRP. I think the performance is like 40,000. You can also get the highest model in the 50s, but you know, for $37,000, this is a lot of car and a lot of fun. Let's switch to that point of view so you guys can get a good look of what it's like to drive the car POV. All right, here you go. As you can see, manual transmission. Listen to this blow-off valve. So cool. You got a full touchscreen here. I don't know, what is that, 12 inches? Pretty cool. All the technology with the Apple CarPlay and everything. You got it all at your fingertips. But let's have a listen to this 1.6 liter 3-cylinder. Oh, it sounds so cool. This is one of the first 2024 modified GR Corollas I've seen out there, and it's pretty awesome. Oh, this sounds so cool. Ah, I miss driving a manual. You know me, I'm a full-on V8 car enthusiast here, the deep rumble of the V8 or V10 sound, but man, this little 3-cylinder puts out quite a bit of power for it being only 1.6 liters. Thank you for tuning into this episode. I hope you really enjoyed my walk around and review of the new 2024 GR Corolla. If you do like this content, please give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out. I want to give a special thank you and a shout out to SC Motorsports here in Southern California. Go check them out. If you have any mods that you want to do to your cars, it's where I take my cars. They've modified my truck and my R8. So all of my cars have been SC Motorsports. Definitely go check them out. They are local here in Southern California, located in the city of Corona. Check out my social pages, Andrew Noble Official on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Always remember, you are the maker of your own story, so don't forget to make it legendary. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace. And again, this is a manual transmission car. The shift lever here has the GR badge. The shift gear, the shift is, cut.